Alright, what's up guys? I'm the Gumdrop Gamer. You are watching the Gumdrop Gaming channel. Today we're trying some more Joe and Mac on hard mode. So let's go, let's get started. So we finally did it guys. We got our PB, a 1cc. I've decided we're not gonna grab that bone anymore. For some reason, I was despawning the fire, but I don't seem to be doing that anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and let's get that bono together. And the times that we just don't get the fire, those are just gonna be dead runs. Oh. So there can be a dinosaur there. I think he doesn't spawn if you're actually going fast enough. Not gonna lie, we already started a few attempts already today. Things did not go well, and I just decided it was best to just restart the entire what we're doing here. Just restarting the entire recording. Of course, I won't have that opportunity when we get back to the Twitch streams, which you know, Wednesday we're getting some stuff taken care of like that. So yeah, this is just how my day is feeling right now. Just got no strength for commentary. It was hot today. It needs to stop being fucking hot. Let's start getting some cool weather. That's what we need. Alright. Yep, you idiots, just get out of here. And it was not a wheel. A wheel would have been real good. So this is actually feeling really stupid right now. We did not get our bonus levels, and the health is not looking so too great either. Oh, come on. You were supposed to keep rolling. So there might be a better way to fight him than this, but I don't know what that way is. I used to think if you got all the way to the right and you started hitting him with like the bottom part of the flame, that was even better, but this seems to be so much quicker than waiting for a single flame to hit the floor. Oh, get... Alright. Whatever. I knew he was like one hit away, so I was trying to just get in there. That way I could line myself up real quick. Okay, and... Oh. Never mind. Not the level I was thinking it was. I was gonna say the auto scroller is one of my least favorite levels. Remember this guy from last week? The fact that I didn't do this and get right up in his face. I tried to do some easy, and then I realized I'm not good at dodging in this game. So all those extra seconds that you're trying to save by rolling through enemies just did not do very good at trying to do that. So now I'm trying to make up for that by being super aggressive and getting this guy in the quickest way possible. Oh, what? That was weird. I jumped in just the right way that, I mean, just for that I have to keep this. But I jumped in just the right way that he didn't knock me back with his wind attack. That is super weird. Okay, so now we're trying to dodge flying fish, which could end up being a super disaster here. Super disaster, brothers. That was stupid to go for, but it ended up paying off because I didn't actually get hurt until I got further along. Like that didn't affect me actually getting hit. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, damn. I was trying to wait for the fish. Okay, do not wait for the fish. Now I've got to try and get this bonus level. Okay, Super Boomerang Brothers, let's go. Super slow boss fight. Not super slow because we're actually using the second best weapon that you can use against him. But these fishies suck. It's so hard to avoid damage. And it's so hard to actually get good hits in on them. Even with the boomerangs. This is definitely a wheel fight. This guy's just trolling. And that was my one saving heal. That was weird. I had one boomerang out and he wouldn't shoot the other two. Almost caused some really real issues here. Will say I am doing a really good job of predicting where they're going to be when they're going to come out and stuff right now. Okay, they're on their last health bar, unless some of them actually got hit by my club. And those guys are going to actually take 2 hits. That would be something that I'd be very interested to know, is exactly how much damage each one of these weapons do. Because obviously the wheel is going to do the most. I think it's actually tied with the fire. The fire has a better range of attack, but you can't beat wheel. I wasn't sure if that was going to work. I'm running away from the rest of this stuff, though. Alright, that's okay. I don't like that checkpoint, but that's okay. Oh, and then we're gonna have to do this with the bone. I wish I remember what my manipulation was, because I used to never get hit by those rocks. Like, it used to be the only reason why I'd get hit by those rocks was if I actually wasn't paying any attention. And I'm betting it would have had something to do with kind of like what I was doing at the end there, just like standing in one place and waiting for them to aim at me. Which is usually the case in a lot of games. Luckily, this is pretty good for these fish. Fortunately, you cannot bank any lives off of getting a high score. Otherwise, I would have already did it. I would have already did it. Oh, why did he jump that way? And why did he not get hit? Why is everything that's happening wrong? These are questions that I don't actually want answers to. I'm just gonna take it as it is. I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna like it, just like a good girl would. Okay. Is this ever going to be over? Is it? Okay, do we get trolled one more time? No. Can I get him? Yes. Oh, great. Now you done it. So, if there's ever a good time to die, dying at the start of, you know, a level is the best time to do it. And we still are getting crap for weapons. Oh hey, I actually did that right for once. That way he didn't spawn. I've been, like, quietly trying to do that in my attempts every time, forever. And I'm betting that boomerang that I just got can sometimes be a wheel. Can I make this one for one? No. Kinda need to be up here. Oh, I have never fought this without fire. I usually have at least fire or the wheel. I mean, that's okay, because this has pretty enormous range, and this guy shouldn't hit me at all, now that I'm using these boomerangs. But he did. So it's actually not worth, on hard mode, to move forward at all. And give him a chance to run into me, just to make sure that I connect just to that little bit more. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Really, I think I've got way more lives than what we actually need to beat the game right now, just based off of the last time. If you notice, I haven't gotten to any of the bonus games. That's because I would have wanted a bonus game in the first level, but we didn't pick up the bone, so there's no way to actually spawn that bonus game. Then I actually did try and spawn the one in the auto scroller, but I wasn't close enough to the egg, or I didn't break the egg fast enough in order to get it, is what I believe happened. Okay. So now we've got no danger of getting hit by Tusk, so he's got less of a chance to hit us again. Like, yeah, we lost a life. Boo-hoo. Somebody call the ambulance. Oh, God. Oh, God. You would be so dead even with the fire by now. There should be no reason why he gets a second phase of these rocks. But he got him. So we may not be so good on lives after all, because that was a devastating amount of damage that I took just from not having the fire or the wheel. Oh, come on. Grab the bone just to get it out of there so we don't accidentally grab it while we're trying to fight him. So the boomerang is for sure an okay weapon to use against this guy. And that's the first time I've gotten hit off of his spawn in a long time. Okay, should go up from here. Okay. I'm handling it well, but these boss battles are just long. What are you doing going all across the stream like that? Okay. You think you remember all the boss battles just because you played it 90 billion times, but nope. Honestly, I've played this a lot before I played it for you guys. Oh, good. Just what I needed, another boomerang. Oh, no. That's a really feels bad miss jump. I don't like those little guys. I guarantee you they do not like me. Oh no, this is not a good gambit for trying to get more health. Oh. You guys suck. You need to die. Just get out of here. You guys are making this a 3cc right now. And oh my god, I actually hate this guy when I don't have the wheel. The boomerangs are slow as hell. Usually I at least have fire. But we don't have that, do we, guys? But sometimes in games, especially in speedrunning, you need to know what to do when things go wrong. Because you know what? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen when you're in the middle of events, when you're in the middle of races that you just can't back down on. So you need to know what to do. I've seen it so many times that speedrunners, they learn the speed strats of the game, but you can tell they've like never played the game casually in their entire life, because as soon as one thing goes wrong, they just cannot recover. Now, I'm not saying this is every speedrunner, but I have seen it happen many times on like this GDQ stage where somebody just like loses all their power-ups or something, and then they just cannot function. Because that one thing that went wrong, just that blew a hole in every one of their plans. Now, that's not to say that the exact opposite also is not true, because that is true that sometimes you're... it's a good thing I got those meats, otherwise this could have been really bad. Okay, we're kind of good on meats. Gonna take it anyway. Now there are some games and whatever, some runs by design that, hey, you're just not gonna do it. You're not gonna be able to make it if you mess something up. Like for instance, in some RPGs, like if you're not, if you die and lose your power-ups in that respect, then all of a sudden, you know, you're down on defense or attack or levels or something. And we're specifically talking on the level of turn-based RPGs. Now, games like Dark Souls, you should be able to cheese those a little bit anyway, because, you know, you've got things like stagger that work in stagger and the criticals that work in your favor. Okay, I'm actually decently scared right now. I don't remember if we can get any health, and we're too close to death before the boss. I've never had to play that safe before. Oh no. That's why I said it. This one may not finish. I'm sorry, guys. We had a good week last week, just this week, just everything sucked. Got off to a really bad start. And really, all I have to blame at this point is my job. It's really shitty conditions. To the point that, you know, it's just like, you know, I'll take responsibility when it's actually me messing up, but, you know, when you get treated like less than human for long periods of time, you start to get a little bit mad about that, you know? Especially when you know that you're also doing the best that you can for the other people. So you do your best to just try and shrug that stuff off. And you try and focus on what kind of good that you can create in every situation, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta point that out and just be like, hey, no. This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. And then, you know, you just gotta tell people, hey, I'm actually not gonna be taking this. I know you thought things were a certain way because you're used to being treated a certain way, but no, I'm actually not going to deal with that crap. So that was particularly bad. We missed it. That was the first time I've ever missed a cycle on him. I'm gonna be really curious to see where we're at in time when we get to the end of this. But yeah, that was pretty bad. We were halfway through the level and got murdered. So yeah, that's one thing. You know, Super Golden Ghost. I don't know that I'll ever really complete trying to do a speed run on that. Really good game, really fun game, and I've learned how to just kind of roll with the punches. Anytime I get like a really bad weapon, the axe. The not upgraded axe, the one that has evasion from hits. The axe has evasion from your enemies in that game. Like, I'm good with every other weapon in the game, but even like the Tri-Blade. Tri-Blade's not a bad weapon, guys. But that axe, bro. Okay, 2 more hits. Should be 1 more hit, but somebody missed a cycle. And I think it was like immediately right after I had a bad cycle. Oh, okay. So apparently fire does hit harder than rock. Something I just never knew. Or it could be that like the damage was set up a little bit differently. Let's see what's in here. I just felt like we could have possibly gotten a good weapon. Can I break that? And get the prize. So unfortunately this is only weapons, but we actually do need weapons. Oh, no, it was down here. Yeah, we needed that wheel. So that was a real good decision. Bro Sencho would be proud. Oh, get all the way. I swore the screen stopped, so I was like, okay, I must be up to the boss. Let's back up a little bit. Instead of, like, taking a hit right away like we did. Okay, not terrible start, except for the actual very start. Oh. Here I am thinking that... Seriously, I don't know how whoever figured that out for speedrunners, I have no idea how they figured out that, hey, if you just jump at this one perfect time, you're gonna take no damage from this enemy. I almost got hit doing that. Oh, crap. Off-screen my wheel. Okay, that time I actually aimed it. Okay, we're almost to the end of this sucky run. I've got to do this, apparently. I had more faith in myself, guys, but just the really bad start to everything making me think if I get one more game over, we're probably just screwed. Like, we're already screwed a little bit on time. Especially if I miss this bonus game. Then I just did all that for extra food. So it's very possible to very die in that section. Alright. Really do gotta grab all that meat that you can, especially because they're doing stuff like that to you. I like to do my spinny jumps there because that gives me just a little bit. I feel like I get a little bit more control doing that. Ooh. Those are a little bit tight, a little bit hard to catch all those. Okay, good. Wasn't trying to kill him, I just wanted to stun him for a second, that way I could get by. Alright, this might be okay because we only... Well, I was gonna say we only did the one bonus game, but then it actually ended up being two. I think this might be a very bad decision I'm making. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out if my play is just any better or if it's worse. I don't know. Like I've been saying, the wheel is the best. It's the fastest. If you watched my previous attempts on those bosses with the wheel, you'd have noticed just my last video, how much smoother everything goes when you have a wheel or at least the fire to actually do damage to some of these bosses. Because I could personally tell, I was like, hey, the reason why I'm actually taking damage in these fights is I'm used to them being over at this point. And I don't necessarily know what to do because they're taking too many hits in order to kill. But we're doing much better at fighting this guy with the wheel. We're just doing better at fighting him just all together. So let's kind of congratulate ourselves on that. There's just going to be, you know, when you're doing this, you got to take out those cavemen. Because you gotta be able to get that meat. I'm actually pretty happy with this fight so far. We're definitely going to win. That's what we're viewing. Is that this is very winnable. Because all we need to do is survive this. Because there's meat galore in the final level. Okay, can we survive? I was like, I'm not sure if we can survive. We're in kind of a rough situation here, though. Don't have any extra hearts. We can't really be taking a whole lot of extra damage here. No! That was the scariest fight ever, guys. Like, you have no idea. I'm getting, like, so mad that my wheels are going off screen and everything. Okay, that was a good section there. Just really had to wait, make it to where we had any life at all. Now things aren't so scary. Okay, we got basically enough meat here. Oh, I'll take you guys down as well. Okay, all I have to do is not suck really bad at this. I know it's a tall order. It's a lot to ask, guys. But yeah, the fact that the only bonus level was to actually get a weapon was pretty good. Getting used to when those iframes actually are. Oh, that guy. Okay. That guy's gonna slow things down a little bit, but actually that probably helped. That probably actually helped with time, the way he did that, because then we could just keep knocking him into the corner instead of knocking him back and forth. I think we've seen me beat this with less health than what I've got here. So really the only thing we're scared about getting hit on is the clone. Oh. And that right there when I can't happen to run fast enough. I was just too far to the other side of the screen. And there was also the possibility of rolling through him, but I didn't have enough time to necessarily make that possible. That's like trying to pull off a Hadouken in Mega Man X, where you've just got like a couple frames that you can actually make that animation happen. And I never pulled it off, and I just ended up beating the boss with, I think I probably used like the flame wheel thing. It's not, well, it's not a flame, it kind of is a flame wheel, but it's kind of not a flame wheel. It's a wheel of flame. I don't remember, did not remember that guy being that easy. That quick. I'm gonna hit this where my wheel disappears and pretend like I'm actually hitting you. We're building up lead, guys. We're building up critical. Okay, now we can actually hit him. I mean, I may be wrong. Haven't like checked into the code or anything, so I may actually, when I'm screwing around there, I may actually be hitting him. Oh, well, you didn't hit me. As he hits me. Yes, I know all your tricks. I know to be just to the side of you where you can't actually hit me with that. And I know I can take some hits, but let's not make it at a place where I know where I should be dodging them. That was really cool that I dodged that and everything, but I was supposed to actually try and get some hits in on too. And you just appeared in the right place, everybody. Thank you. You're getting very close to very dead. Oh, I thought he had another one coming. Usually, when you get more and more in desperate mode, that's when you start firing more of your attacks. And I wasn't firing up because I was like, oh, I just want to hit him with my wheel. Okay. Yeah. Boring. Alright, we're just trading blow for blow right now. Just making sure we get as much to hit him as possible. Alright, great. We've done it. Let's take a look what the time's at. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. 43 minutes for that. Okay. So that's with two deaths, and that's better than what I have been doing. Because I've been sitting right around like the 46 to 49 minute range. So we're just gonna keep at this, bros. See what we can do to whittle down that time. I would love to be able to skip all those bonus levels and make it to the final boss without having lost a single life. And I'd love to be able to get to where I'm avoiding enough damage that we're not going out of our way to grab meat, smack dinosaurs with our boomerangs and stuff like that. So it's coming. It's just going to come with practice, and that's all there is to it. There's going to have to be times where I'm going to have to take that little bit extra time to like practice easy, remember where all the threats are coming from, and try and just do it without taking a whole lot of extra damage. But thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for all the donations coming in. Just thank you guys for being here. I love having you. You're awesome. I'm just glad I barely had the strength to get this done today. A little bit exhausted. Didn't sleep too well last night because I was doing exciting things like Mario Galaxy. But really, just the work was what. As soon as I reasonably can, I am leaving this job. I promise you. And we're going to be just doing nothing but fun things like making video games and video game videos like this. Because I love doing this, guys. It's pretty awesome. And I feel a little bit bad sometimes when I get in a bad headspace and I'm like, oh, so now I gotta make a video on a bad headspace. Because I don't want that to come across to you guys. I just want to make sure that you guys are having fun. And maybe I'm thinking too much on that. And maybe you guys just understand. And maybe that makes me a little bit more human. Who knows? But thank you guys for joining me. I am the Gumdrop Gamer. This is the Gumdrop Gaming channel that you have been watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay awesome, bros. See you later. Bye.